What's up guys, Tim Wilson from Tim Wilson UK and welcome back to the Golf Club 2, and we're going to be doing some more course record attempts today. This is the 7th and final installment in this series, and this one comes courtesy of David Forward. And this particular course recommendation is Valhalla Golf Club. Now, I've played Valhalla a couple of times. I don't know it as well as I know Augusta, but I have played it a couple of times. It's Valhalla Golf Club, and the current course record is held by Jose Maria Olazabal, and it is a score of 63. So let's jump straight into this. Let's search for Valhalla. I'm pretty sure I've played it numerous times on this particular version of the Golf Club. I've also played it in the Golf Club 1 as well. But let's see what we can find in here. Valhalla, that should be good enough. There should be quite a few versions of this, but we'll go for the one that is handicap rated. So that's got 4,827, 493. There's another page here. Yeah, they are not the ones we're looking for. We are looking for this one here. So this is the one we're going to be using, 4,827. Oh, hang on a sec. We've got another one down here. 5,401. That's got 4 stars. That's got 4 stars. Oh, there's not a lot between these. Medium, firm, medium. Medium, firm, easy. I think I probably played Collins one, so let's try this other one. Alright, new round. Let's change the tee boxes to the gold tee, 7,500 yards. And we are playing in this 7th and final round on pin set number 3. Because the last one we played at Augusta was on pin set number 2. As I say, this is the final one that I am doing in this series. I want to try and keep things a little more current and not get into this rut of doing the same thing over and over again. So I think we'll knock it on the head at 7. I do have another video coming up very, very soon, which will be something that I've done in the past that I'm going to bring back again and do a video on. So if anybody's got some suggestions of what they would like to see me do after that particular video, which will probably be sometime next week, then let me know. We'll see if we can get a new series going. Otherwise, I'll just do some normal rounds. Probably do some rounds against people that play in the community that have me on their friends list. I can chuck them into the game and just play around against them. Alternatively, I can do pretty much anything anybody wants me to do. So chuck some comments or some suggestions in the comments box, and let's see where it takes us. Let's get this round underway. 63 is what we're aiming for. Let's have a quick butchers at the scorecard. 35, 36, 71. So 8 under par. So not as much as the others. Doesn't mean to say it's going to be any easier, because I've struggled so far. I have yet to break a course record. I've yet to equal a course record. I've yet to come within 2 of a course record. So it's not a foregone conclusion that 8 under par is going to be achievable. Well, we've got the round underway. Let's hope that's going to stay in the fairway. It should do, and it looks pretty good. Didn't quite take notice or have a look at what the opening hole was, but it is a par 4. It's 145 yards to this flag. Bit of wind coming in from the right. Fast on the backswing again, so that is going to take some distance off of that. And that probably means that I'm going to have a lengthy putt. That's probably going to be about 25 feet, 24 feet, almost bang on. Not a lot of movement on that though, I might add. And that would probably suggest why it is stroke index 18, is that there's not a lot of movement on these greens. That's a pretty good pin position as well, if I'm being dead honest. Just missed it on the left hand side. But as I always say, par to start is not bad. It is relatively solid. I must admit, I haven't been, apart from the videos that I'm recording for YouTube for you guys, I haven't been playing at all other than recording the videos. So I'm probably feeling a little bit rusty. Ordinarily, if I was playing every day and playing 2 or 3, 4 rounds a day, I'd expect to be shooting more around the sort of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 under par regular. Because I think that's what you should be doing if you're playing regularly. Because I only play, literally, I jump on to record a video and then jump straight off again afterwards. I have in the past recorded sort of 2 or 3 videos in one session, but I don't play regular enough to... What the hell? Yeah, I don't play regularly enough to shoot really good scores on a... we don't want a pitch shot. Or really, really low scores. So it's... it does hamper me a little bit. I mean, that's not making any excuses. The reason I don't hit very low scores is because I don't play it often enough. It's like real golf, you know, you have to play it very, very often to get very, very good. And unfortunately, I don't have the time in order to commit to playing the game that often. I think that's going to struggle to even get out of the rough. So this rough is brutal. That went 115 yards, and I'm still in the same rough. So this is going to be a tough ask. A tough ask to even get par, if I'm honest. Yeah, I ain't going to be getting par here. So that's just a little mental note. Stay out of the rough, because it is killer on this course. That's one way to get par. Not ideal, but it's par nonetheless. Alright, not the best second hole there. That was ugly. That was really ugly. And the wind's picked up now. We've got 14 mile an hour. Took a little bit of time on the backswing, but then the downswing was too fast. So if it's not one, it's the other. And I think that is just rustiness from not playing regularly. You know, perfect would probably be 9 times out of 10 if I was playing more regularly. But it's okay. It's still in the fairway. I'm not grumbling. It's all good. Ooh, a little bit more beans, and that may have even dropped. But that's going to be par. We'll move on. So that's 3 pars on the bounce. Pretty happy with that start. Not eating into that course record at the moment. I'm also tempted to change my club selection a little bit. Get the sand wedge back in there. Because if you have a look at this. So, what? Okay, there we go. So I've got a lob wedge in there at 85 yards. Then it jumps up to 115 yards. I don't have a sand wedge in there at 100 yards. And I do tend to struggle between that 85 and that 115. So I may get the old sand wedge back in there and potentially drop the 5 wood out of the bag, because my 2 iron is pretty close to that 5 wood at 226. So I may do some club changing very, very shortly. That's better. Perfect. It's taken me 4 holes to get a perfect off the tee. But it's there. And that's more like it. Right smack bang in the middle of the fairway, in the short stuff. Makes the second shot, the approach shot, or even the second shot if it's a par 5, a lot more manageable. I wouldn't say easier. I'm not going to say easier. Just more manageable. Again, perfect. Did I take enough off of it? Probably not. Probably could have taken a smidge more off of that. That's a good 6 yards past the flag. Downhill, 18 feet. Just get this rolling. And again it misses on the left hand side, but that has rolled on quite a way, and that's going to leave me with a testing putt back up the hill. Still not stopped. Still not stopped. 37, 38. That's going to roll all the way off the green, I think. Yeah, there we go. That was poor. That was really, really poor. And it hasn't even stopped in the fringe. It's now stopped in the rough. So this is putting an immense amount of pressure back on me to try and get the par. Just missed that. So that's going to be a drop shot. And this, I'm not feeling this round at all, guys. I do not feel that I'm playing well. I don't know what it is. I'm just not on it today. But let's see if we can turn this around and get something like a decent score. Real bad glitch there. And on that second one as well. I haven't seen two really bad glitches on swings back to back for a very long time, and we're back in the rough again, so gonna struggle on this hole to get this anywhere near. It's gonna be on the green. That might not be as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's always difficult to judge the distance when we've got about 85 to 94% and you're in the rough. You don't quite know how it's going to come out. You know, you've got a 10% deviation there, but that's not too bad. That's probably going to be about 10 feet. By the time it stops rolling, and it is still rolling, by the time it stops rolling, it may even be about within 10 feet. 9 feet. It's not an easy putt though. Just going to get that rolling. Just lips out on the left edge. Would have been nice to pick that birdie up there just to try and get that shot that was dropped on the previous hole straight back, but not to be. Lipped out. Let's jump straight onto hole number 6. All pars, 1 bogey so far. Should be okay with that wind. Shouldn't run out of fairway here. Better drive. I'm warming up a little bit now, so much better drive there. Is this a par 5? Can't see the flag. Which way are we going? Okay, so we're going off to the right. It's a par 4, but it's still 224 yards. Okay, that's coming back round to the left. How much is it going to come round? We'll soon find out. Is it going to run out? It's just run out of fairway. I didn't take anything off of that because I was a little unsure how much that wind was going to affect the distance. Not too bad a chip shot. That's in for par. So it's been pretty solid apart from that bogey. But solid is not going to get you a course record. You have to be something a little bit special. And as I say, even though I'm swinging a little bit better now that I've played 5 or 6 holes, I'm still not feeling it. I just don't feel like I'm in the groove today. Decent strike, 297 yards. Tricky shot coming up here. It's 300 yards to the flag. Not something I would take on. Maybe if the wind was directly behind, I may try and thread the needle there a little bit, but not in the current situation. And the swing's a little bit hit and miss like that. push that a little bit, but the wind should bring that round. That's okay. And then let's see if we can get this up and over that bunker, down next to the flag, and pick up a birdie. That'd be nice. Alright, so that's going to be spot on 25-yard flop shot. Don't spin back too much. Okay, so we're going to be left with about 5 or 6 feet here. 6 feet, left edge. Didn't move hardly anything, but it still dropped in. So that is back to level par. I think that's 8 holes played. 7 holes played. So 2 left on the front 9, back to level pegging. Let's see if we can make some headway now when we've got a couple of holes left on this front 9. 186, 183 into the wind. It's not a dead straight headwind, but again, I'm back to hitting a fast. Is it going to carry? No. Not a fortunate bounce there. It didn't bounce onto the green, it bounced back and into the bunker because it hit the face of the bank. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get this close and pick up the par. Not as close as I would have liked it, but that's going to leave me about 8 or 9 feet. Looks like it's going to be straight up the hill. 8 feet. A little bit of movement from the right. Bang in the middle of the hole. That's a good par after being in the bunker. I'm pretty pleased with that one. One more hole. Let's see if we can pick up another birdie. .426 yards, playing 425. Nice drive off the tee. And the wind took all the distance out of that. That's barely going to make 285. Ball's below my feet and the wind's coming off the left. So 146, 154. Let's play that at 155. Let's see how much movement is going to happen on that wind. Yeah, that was definitely the right club, and it's definitely the right angle. Came up a little shy. That's probably the wind that took a bit out of that. Just didn't quite turn enough. I probably over allowed. It's going to leave me a 4-foot putt, 3 or 4 foot putt to tap in for par, and we finished the front 9 at even par. So we need to try and make some headway on this back 9, and we start off with a par 5. So as always, it's always a good opportunity to try and pick up a birdie. When you don't birdie the par 5s, it does feel like you're giving one back to the course. Especially when the green is drivable in 2. This was quite a long one. This was almost 600 yards. So I don't think, no, not at 302 yards. We are not going to be getting there in 2. Need the wind to bring that back in a little. No, and it's bounced off to the right. So all the bounces that I normally get that go in my favour, unfortunately, I haven't hit a single decent bounce today. So struggling a little bit for the bounce. But I'll take that. Okay, and that should be a birdie, provided we can get this tiddler in. Yep, so that's a birdie. That's the first time in the round that I've actually gone under par, and it's as we hit the turn onto the back 9. Let's see if we can light this back 9 up. Normally when I say that, it goes all over the place, so I'm not going to tempt fate. Alright, I need the wind to do some work here. Yeah, it is. It's doing its job. Is it going to slow down before it runs out of green? Yep, that's a green in regulation. Oh, didn't allow enough. And look how it's rolled past. 13 feet it was. It's now 12 feet past the hole. So after a great strike off the tee... Oh, I managed to pick up the par. I was fearful that I was going to miss that. I thought I was going to drop a shot straight after getting that birdie. We're under par. That's a positive that I can take out of this round at the moment. It's not been ideal. It's not been the greatest round so far. I think I'm gonna drop this down to the 3-wood. It would just eliminate that potential possibility of running out of fairway. Let's have a quick look at this. There's a high chance that that would have run out of fairway. Alright, 180, so it makes it a pretty tough shot with the pin position right in the front. Wind behind slightly. 180, 177, 174. Wind behind and off the left. Nice strike. Is it going to have the legs? It is going to have the legs. Is it going to hold though? Let's hit a slope. Alright, it's hit a slope. It took a lot of the speed out of it. It means it is going to be downhill. Just get this rolling. It should start to swing. Oh, and it swung quite a lot at the end. That's going to leave about 3 feet to pick up the par. 2 feet, so it wasn't a million miles away. So we're holding station at 1 under par. Hole number 13. Par 4. Interesting hole. 330. A very interesting hole. Because that is downhill quite a lot. I'm going to try and throw this up into the wind. And hope it doesn't run out of fairway. No, that's okay. That's okay. That wind held that up massively, and I'm glad I actually did put all that loft on that. Otherwise, we could have been out of fairway at the end there. That's a tricky one. That is such a tricky pin position. You know what? I think I might even try and pitch this over there. 90 yards. It's an uphill lie, so that's going to take some welly out of it. A little bit off to the left. Is it going to slow down? There is a slope there. I remember seeing a slope there. It's just caught the slope. And that was strange because the sun's just gone behind a cloud. So it has caught that slope. It's fed down to the bottom. It's not too far away. That's okay. Oh, I didn't manage to get that one in. Let's tap that in for the par, move on. Still under par. Haven't dropped a shot since the second, was it? No, the fourth. Alright, stroke index 1. 206 yards. It's on, but it's a long way away. But it's on the green. That's the main thing. It's gotta be difficult for a reason. That's why it's difficult. Look at that. It is hugely downhill. It should flatten out when it gets there. Let's just get this rolling. Ah, it's gonna run off the green. Wow, 52 feet. That is why this hole is difficult. Oh, salvaged a par. 2 shots from off the green, 1 a chip, 1 a putt. Really rescued 2 holes on this round. Another par 4. Nicely in the middle of the fairway. Almost 300 yards. Going to leave, yeah, 130 yards is pretty much bang on. It's the wind that's the factor here. You can see it swinging that ball. In fact, that is going to swing it so much. And it actually took some distance off it as well. It didn't even make the green. Slow down! That was such a bad chip. And that is probably going to give me a drop shot, because that is not an easy putt. Get in. Oh, lips out on the left edge. So that's going to be at least 1 drop shot. Yeah, 1 drop shot. So we are back to level par. So again, the course record is safe. Out of 7 videos on course record attempts, none are going to be successful. Pleased that stayed in the fairway. I was a little fearful I was going to end up underneath those trees, and that would have been an absolute nightmare. Alright, pin position pretty tough here. Get up! No, again, bad bounce and back in the bunker. Using the slope, using a bit of spin, should give me around 5 or 6 feet for the par. 4 feet, not too bad. And that's in. Alright, so we are back at level par. And we've got 2 holes to play. One of them is a par 5. Let's hope that one yields a yellow number. Or a green number would be even better. Let's negotiate this par 4 first though. $299 yards, 172 to the flag, 175. It's probably playing about 172. A little bit fast on the backswing, which means that the distance probably going to be a little bit off, and that is going to be some more bunker practice. Get in. Oh, what a way to get a birdie. So that's a couple of chip-ins and a putt from off the green. So, yeah, pretty pleased with some of my play today. Other stuff's not been great. I just haven't got close enough to the pins on the approach shots. So that's something that I really need to concentrate on, and that is not good. That is not good at all. I'm hoping... No, that is not good. And that is probably going to ruin the chances of me reaching the green in 2. Most definitely going to ruin the chances of me reaching the green in 2. In fact, I am not even going to attempt it. I'm just going to play safe. Get it out of the dirt, try and get it back into play, which I've done, and then leave myself under a ton. So take a wedge into the green. Yeah, we got a lob wedge here, 105 yards. Chuck this up in the air, let the wind do its job. That should die. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if we can pick up a birdie here to finish. Stick it on the right edge. Don't want to hit that too hard. Yeah, pick up a birdie to finish, 2 under par. Birdied 17 and 18. An unlikely birdie on 17, but birdied 18, 2 under par. 6 behind where I needed to be to match the course record, 7 behind beating the course record, so didn't manage to do it in this 7th and final video in the series. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button. Feel free to leave some comments, anything that you'd like to say, and also some suggestions for what you'd like to see in future series. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, hit that subscription button in the bottom right hand corner. But until next time, guys, keep your eyes peeled for the next video coming up. It's going to be something a little bit different, something I've done in the past that I'm going to try again. But keep your eyes peeled for that one. It will be coming soon. But until next time, guys, take care. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.